Akaltu, I ate. Akala, he ate. Akala, both of them ate. Akalna, we all ate. Akalta, you ate. Akalti, you female, you ate. Akaltuma, both of you ate. Akalna, we all ate. Akalna, all of the females ate. Akalu, all of the males, all of the boys ate. Then akaltunna, you all females ate. Then akaltum, you all males ate. All of these are verbs which have attachment of pronouns. But where are the pronouns? Because we know that the pronouns we have in the Arabic language are huwa, he, hiya, she, anta, you, anti, you for female, antuma, both of you, nahnu, all of us, then ana, I. So in the words I've mentioned earlier, you cannot find any of these pronouns. Then how dare me say that the verbs have a pronoun attached to them? And this is what we shall be learning in this lesson of today. So stay tuned from now to the end. First, the Arabic language has different type of pronouns. The first category of pronouns we have, it is the one that is termed as the detached pronoun. These ones, we call it ضمائر منفصلة. An example of that is what we have mentioned earlier, like the word huwa, hiya, anta, anti, antuma, antuma, nahnu, hum, hunna, antum, antunna, nahnu. Now we have the second category of pronouns, which we call the attached pronoun. And today we want to look at these attached pronouns. Consider saying in English language that I ate. I ate. How do you say this in the Arabic language? We all know the word I, which is ana. Then what is the ate there? That the word will surely be gotten from akala. So do I say ana akala, I ate? No, you will not say that. Okay, what should I say? I should say akaltu, I ate. So you can see the word akala, this is a verb. And that is all of the letters which form the verb akala. The two which is attached to it, it is the pronoun. This means that when you see the word akaltu, it is a two-in-one word. The first one is the verb and the second one is the pronoun. As I'm talking, you can even see this even in the Quran and in other Arabic texts. Like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you see in the Quran saying, وَقُلْتُ اسْتَغْفِرُوا رَبَّكُمْ. Prophet Nuh alayhi salam, he said, وَقُلْتُ, and I said. So the word qultu is what? Verb plus a pronoun. The verb there is from the word qala, and the to there is the what? Is the pronoun. This is to say that in the Arabic language, we can attach a pronoun to the verb. So if you don't know this type of pronouns before, then you should know today. Now, if I want to say I ate, I've said it, akaltu. So the to there, it is the pronoun which is representing the first person me. So instead of saying ana akala, you simply say akaltu. I ate. So the to there, it is the ضمائر الرفع المتصلة. It is the nominal pronoun which is attached, or the nominative pronoun which is attached to the verb. Any other verb we have in the Arabic language, you can simply attach this pronoun to give you the meaning of what? I performed the action. Like if I say I went, it is simply dhahabtu, I went, from the word dhahaba, which means going, or he went. So if I want to say I drank, what is the word for drinking? It is shariba. So you simply form it into this to give you sharibtu, I drank. What is I beat? It is simply darabtu. So anytime you see a verb which has an attachment of this ta'un that has a dhamma, just know that it is conveying the meaning of what I did. I performed an action. Similar to these two is the word ta, also ta. Like when I say dhahabta, you went, dhahabta, you went. So the ta there, it is for you, that is for the second person singular male. So if I want to say you went, it is simply dhahabta. If I want to say you ate, akalta. What if you are a female? Then this ta will be changed to what? T, to give you akalti. You ate for a female, dhahabti. You ate for a the akalti, you ate, dhahabti, you went for a female. Similar to this, we also have the na. This na you can see on the board. This is also a pronoun usually attached to a verb. Like when I say dhahabna, it means we went. So the na there signifies or represents the first person plural. We went, dhahabna, akalna, we ate, darabna, we beat. All of these pronouns which are attached to the verbs are called ضمائر المتصلة. Now coming back to our book النحو الواضح, if you look at the topic ضمائر الرفع البارزة المتصلة بالأفعال, this is saying that the topic here it is the pronouns which are the nominative pronouns. Nominative pronouns, it means pronouns for the performer of the actions. And this, we have examples here as usual. The first example, as you can see, the first one says fahimtu durusi, I understood my lessons. Fahimtu durusi, I understood my lessons. You can see the two there, two, I. The second example says fahimna durusana, we understood our lessons. Fahimna, the na there is the we. Then atil midani fahima durusahuma, the two pupils understood their lessons. You can see the word fahima, that alif there, it is the pronoun which is representing the two boys or the two males. Then we have at-tilmidhatu fahimna durusahum, at-talamidu fahimu durusahum, the pupils understood their lessons. Fahimu, like the word qalu. Then we have at-tilmidhatu fahimna durusahunna, the female pupils all understood their lessons. Now in the second column we can see we also have four examples. The first one, anti tafhamina durusaki, you female, you are understanding or you understand your lessons. So you can see the word tafhamina, this has the plural tafhamina. The pronoun al-waladani yafhamani durusahuma, the two boys understood or are understanding their lessons. Number three, antum tafhamuna durusakum, all of you are understanding your lessons. Lastly, we have al-banatu yafhamna durusahunna, the females or the girls, the ladies are understanding their lessons. On the last column we have if. Number one, we have ifham durusak, understand your lessons. Then we have ifhama durusakum, durusakuma, both of you should understand this command. Then we have ifhamu durusakum, all of you understand your lesson. Lastly, ifhamna durusakunna, understand your lessons. So you can see from these three columns, the first one we have past tense verbs, the second we have present tense verbs, and the third we have command tense verbs. All of these verbs we can see they have attachment of these pronouns. Now let's come to al-bahthu to understand this topic. Amamaka thalathata aqsamin min al-amthila. So in front of you, as what you have read earlier, there are three groups of examples. Al-qismul awwal, the first section of these examples, yashtamilu ala af'alin madiya. The first section, example number 1 to 5, they all contain past tense verbs. Wathani ala af'alin mudari'a, and the second example contain present tense verbs. Wathalithu ala af'alin amriya, and the last column or the last section contain command tenses. ونريد في هذا الدرس أن نحصر لك ضمائر الرفع البارزة المتصلة بالأفعال بأنواعه الثلاثة. And now in this lesson we want to mention to you, want to summarize for you all of the present tense, all of the pronouns which are attached to the verbs. فإذا نظرت في أمثلة القسم الأول, if you look at the examples in the first section, رأيت أن ضمائر الرفع التي تتصل بالأفعال الماضية, you will find out that all of these pronouns, nominative pronouns, they are attached to past tense verb. Here, and these pronouns, they are التاء, the first star, and this star can be تكون للمتكلم, this star can be for the speaker, for the first person speaker. والمخاطب, it can be for the second person male. والمخاطبة, and the second person female. Like when we said fahimtu, the 2 days for the first person. When we said fahimta, it is for the second person male, or fahimti. Then we have والمخاطبين, and for the second persons, when you have 2 people you are talking to, the pronoun you attach to the verb, that pronoun is also an attached pronoun. والمخاطبين, and the pronouns which are used for the listeners, if there are many. والمخاطبات, and for the second persons when they are females. ونا, and the pronoun, you also find the pronoun na, which is for the first person plural. وألف الاثنين, and you also find the alif, which stands for 2 people, like the word fahima, wawaw al-jama'a, and you also find the wa of plurality, like when you have fahimu, that wa. Wanunun niswa, and the nun for the female, for the feminism. وإذا تأملت أمثلة القسمين الثاني والثالث. Now, if you are to ponder over the 2 examples in the second section and the third section, رأيت أن ضمائر الرفع التي تتصل بالمضارع والأمر هي. You find out that the pronouns which are being attached to the present tense and to the command tense, they are ya ul mukhataba, the ya of the second person female, wa aliful ithnain, and the alif for the second person, for the third person dual, wa wawul jama'a, and the wa of plurality, wa nunun niswa, and the nun of feminism. So all of the examples you have seen above, they all have attachment of pronouns, and these are the classification of pronouns which are attached to them. You see that the pronouns attached to the past tense verbs, they are different from the ones attached to the command tense and to the present tense. Now let's come to al-qawaid, the rules. The first rule says ضمائر الرفع البارزة التي تتصل بالماضي هي. The pronouns of the nominative pronouns, hidden nominative pronouns, which are attached to past tense verbs are at-ta'u, then na, then aliful ithnain, then wawul jama'a, and nunun niswa. ضمائر الرفع البارزة التي تتصل بالمضارع والأمر هي. As for this type of pronouns which are attached to the present tense and to the command tense, they are ya ul mukhataba, the ya of the second person female, wa aliful ithnain, the alif of 2, wawul jama'a, the wa of plurality, wa nunun niswa, and the nun of feminism. So these are the ones that are attached to the present tense and the command tense. Now we have exercises to solve. Tamrinul awwal, the first exercise. From here we'll understand this topic better. He says بين ضمائر الرفع المتصلة بالأفعال التي في العبارات الآتية. You are to explain all of these attached form of pronouns which are attached to the verbs. You can find this expression below. ثم اذكر ما بقي منها, then mention which ones are remaining that are not mentioned. Now we have the expression going third. It says خرجت مع طائفة من الأصدقاء. I went out with a group of friends. لزيارة دار الآثار العربية, in order to visit the ancient monument of the Arab, or the Arab ancient monuments. فمشينا إليها وقد تخلف اثنان منا, and we walked to it while some 2 persons among us have stayed back. أراد أن يزور معهدا آخر, they want to visit another institute. فقابلنا رجال الدار, the men of the house welcomed us. وشرحوا لنا كثيرا من الآثار العجيبة, And they explain to us a lot of these ancient monuments, which are surprising and amazing. وَرَأَيْنَا النَّاسَ يَتَأَمَّلُونَ صِنَاعَةَ أَجْدَادِهِمْ. And we saw people pondering over the handiwork of their fathers, of their of their ancestors. وَكَأَنَّهُمْ تُنَادِيهِمْ, as if they are calling them, أَنْ يَعْمَلُوا كَمَا عَمِلُوا, that you should walk just as those ones had work. تَصِلُوا إِلَى مَا وَصَلُوا, and you get to what they achieved. Let's come back to this expression. The word خرجت, which begins it, there is two there, and that is ضمير الرفع البارزة المتصلة للمتكلم. Then we have فمشينا, the word مشينا, the na there, it is also ضمير الرفع المتصلة أو ضمير الرفع البارزة المتصلة, and this one is for what? المتكلمين. Now we have أراد, the alif, there is alif الاثنين. يزور is also alif الاثنين. Then فقابلنا, the na there, فقابلنا, okay, then this is not the na. وشرحوا, the word there is واو الجماعة. Then we have ورأينا, the na there is also the ضمير الرفع البارزة المتصلة. Then يتأملون, the word there. Then وكأنهم تناديهم أن يعملوا كما عملوا. عملوا, the واو الجماعة. عملوا واو الجماعة. تصلوا واو الجماعة. وصلوا واو الجماعة. So you can see some of the ضمائر الرفع البارزة المتصلة have been mentioned, and some of them have not been mentioned. So indicate which ones have not been mentioned. تمرين الثاني, exercise number 2, we have ضع كل فعل من الأفعال الآتية في جملة. All of the following verbs, you have to place each of them in a sentence مسندا إلى كل ما يتصل به من ضمائر رفع البارزة, making sure that you attach them to every type of pronoun that they could be attached to in a complete sentence. The first one we have is jama'a. I can say jama'atul qawma, I gathered the people. I could even say al-muslimun jama'ut talaba, the Muslims gathered, or al-mudarrisun jama'ut talaba. You can say the word jama'u. I can even say jama'anal sadaqa, we gather the sadaqa. I can also say al-waladani jama'a al-akhtab, and the rest of them. So with this pattern, I've solved for the past tense. The word yuhsinu is present tense, you can solve that. And the word usduk, this one is command tense, you can also solve that. Making sure you attach it to different types of pronouns that we can attach them to. Tamrin الثالث, number 3, it says أسند الفعل الأول مع بقائه في العبارة الآتية إلى كل ضمائر رفع التي تتصل به. He says the first verb in the following expression below, you should attach it to the different patterns of pronouns we have. مع مراعاة ما قد يحدث من التغير في الفعل الثاني, making sure you take care of all the changes that could happen to the verb which appears in this sentence. The sentence says سافر ليقتبس العلم والتجربة. He traveled in order to gain knowledge and experience. So first I can say سافرت لأقتبس العلم والتجربة. I traveled. سافرنا لنقتبس العلم والتجربة. I can even say سافروا ليقتبسوا. I could even say سافرت لتقتبس. MashaAllah. Can solve the remaining. تمرين الرابع, exercise number 4, it says ضع فعلا ماضيا متصلا بضمير رفع في كل مكان خال. You are to place a verb in the following open places. ثم اذكر ما بقي من ضمائر رفع البارزة التي تتصل بالماضي. Then you should mention every pronoun which is now remaining. Make sure you use the pronoun that you have to fill in the boxes and mention the one that you cannot find. I will solve 3 for you and you should solve the remaining. The first one you have al-banatu ad-darrajat. You can see al-banatu rakibna ad-darrajat. Number 2, you have antumul ahram. I can say antum tazuruna al-ahram. Number 3, al-hujjaju makkata. Al-hujjaju safaru ila makkata. Then anta ala al-fuqara. Anta saddaqata ala anta atafta ala al-fuqara. Then you can see the remaining, solve them and mention the pronoun that you did not use. تمرين الخامس number 5, it says ضع فعلا مضارعا متصلا بضمير رفع في كل مكان خالي. Place a present tense verb which has an attached pronoun in the following blank spaces. ثم اذكر ما بقي من ضمائر رفع البارزة التي تتصل بالمضارع. Then mention the remaining pronoun that you did not use which can also be attached to the present tense. We have التلميذتان الحلوى. You can say التلميذتان تأكلان الحلوى. Number 2, أنت تطيعين أمك. Then we have أنتما تسافران إلى الإسكندرية. You can solve the remaining. تمرين السادس exercise number 6, we have حول الجمل الفعلية الآتية إلى جمل اسمية. You have to change the following verbal sentence into a nominal sentence. ثم اذكر ما بقي من ضمائر الرفع البارزة التي تتصل بالماضي. Then you should mention the remaining attached pronouns which can be attached to the past tense verb that you did not use. كثر الصناع في مصر. You can say الصناع كثروا في مصر. ساعدت القرويات أزواجهن. Then we can say القرويات ساعدنا أزواجهن. قسم الشريكان ربحهما. It could be الشريكان قسما ربحهما. MashaAllah. Now coming to the last exercise, تمرين السابع. The first one says سل ألف الاثنين بكل نوع تتصل به من الأفعال في جمل مفيدة. The aliful ithnain, the alif of dualism, you are to attach it in a nominal sentence to a verb and use the 3 forms or different forms that this alif can appear. I can say first, al-waladani dhahaba ila al-madrasa. Al-waladani yadhhabani ila al-madrasa. Then I can say, idhhaba ila al-madrasa. Number ba, we have silna بكل نوع تتصل به من الأفعال في جملة مفيدة. The na pronoun, you have to use it to attach to verb in a verbal sentence also. So in a complete sentence. Now we have na. First I can say ذهبنا إلى المدرسة. So this one can only appear in a past tense verb, not in a present tense or in a common tense. Jim, we have sil waw al-jama'a بكل نوع تتصل به من الأفعال في جمل مفيدة. You have to also use the waw al-jama'a, the waw of pluralism. I can say al-awladu dhahabu ila abihim. Can you say dhahabu? I can say al-awladu yadhhabuna ila abihim. Idhhabu ila abikum. MashaAllah. Lastly, okay, number D, dal, we have sulita بكل نوع تتصل به من الأفعال في جمل مفيدة. The ta also, you can also use it. An example, I can simply say ذهبت إلى المدرسة. ذهبت إلى المدرسة. Then ذهبت إلى المدرسة. Use the remaining. Lastly, sul nun and niswa. The nun of feminism, you are to use it بكل نوع in the whole types of way in which it can be attached to a verb in a complete sentence. First, I can say al-banatu akalna ta'ama. Al-banatu akalna ta'ama. The girls ate the food. I can say al-banatu ya'kulna ta'ama. They are eating the food. Then I can say kulna ta'ama. Eat the food. With this, we come to the end of this lesson. We ask Allah to bless our knowledge and make us understand it better than we have tried to present it. Until we meet again, make sure you like, share with your friends, and do not even forget to hit on the subscription button to get frequent updates from us, and visit the description box in order to see a link where you can download this copy of this book, and also get a link over there where you can visit our site to purchase any of our books, which will help you to understand the Arabic better. Until we meet each other, make sure you press the join button to join our membership for members only content. Until we meet, Assalamu alaikum.